Ladies and gentlemen, our guests are here. So we will start in a moment. And thank you for your patience. We have been here at exactly 11, but due to bureaucratic bottlenecks somewhere, we get into our own time. So thank you for your patience and solution as we make progress. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Students in Diaspora Commission,
This special occasion is very, very big occasion.
enlighten Nigerians in the diaspora for national development.
Thank you very much, our legal crew. I have the honor and singular privilege, very special occasion, to see live the members. I've read about you, I've used you on our show, but you don't get to see us. But now we can see you live. All right. A lot of applause. So you don't closing. Thank you, guys. Beautiful day. We'll start straight away. Let me introduce to us our guest, the Chairman and CEO of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, We call her Lady Diaspora, Honorable Abike Gabri Erola. From our end, we have the Secretary to the Commission. He is Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi. The step we have, this is Victoria Adeoju, Director Administration, Lincoln. Next to Mrs. Adeoju, we have our own dear Honorable Abdurrahman Terra, Head of Technology Transfer and Innovation. You know, Lincoln is a global agency. We have serious coverage of security. We have the Interpol here with us, represented here, ACP Silver, running proceedings. We also have the technical Habiba Ezrama. We also have very, very important personality that takes charge of immigration issues in Lincoln. We formally call him we have
My name is Crystal Chukwumaka, and I am Kamoru's attorney, his lawyer.
Kamoru Usman, my full name, but mostly known as Kamoru Usman, UFC welterweight champion.
Thank you very much. We popularly know Kamoru Usman as the Nigerian. We have his records. He is presenting us very well. He's our global ambassador. At this point, I'll call on the chairman, CEO, Nigerian International Commission to make welcome to our guest.
How come we work with him? It's not, it's not gender sensitive. I tell you. Hello everyone. Kamoru did the nightmare. This is just an honor and privilege to have you here in Nigeria, in Abuja. And we appreciate this wonderful gentleman. I'm told you are coming in after 20. You've been away for years. Okay, you will say that, oh yes, a long, long time. You're welcome home. But But you see, you're coming home. It's not just that you came. You're coming to give back. You're coming back to say, you know what, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. I want to see what I can do. I want to give back to my country, be a Nigerian. I want to see what I can do. I want to give back to my country. I will appreciate you for that. You're coming back to tell the Nigerian youth that, you know what, you all can succeed if you believe in yourselves. You know, when we go on air, when we go on social media and congratulate you and several others, people ask me, if he was in Nigeria, would he have succeeded? I don't know, but he's there, he has succeeded, he's a Nigerian, and he's contributing to his country. And that's why we have the Diaspora Commission to celebrate Nigerians in the diaspora. Kamoru, when you win, you don't have to hold the flag. You hold it with pride and dignity and tell the world that I'm a proud Nigerian. And by doing that, you are also very proud. And most importantly is also the fact that, you know, you're a champion, but you're also a kind person. You're a champion who is reaching out. You're a champion who is looking at the younger ones and saying, you all can be champions too. And you're saying that to the younger Nigerian, you are going to do everything you can to breed other champions. Thank you, Kamoru. For us in the Diaspora Commission, we keep saying that we are the best in everything we do. And you are an example of that. I'm sure it's the Nigerianness in you, the ouchie blood in you. You know, that resilience, that passion, that determination, that I know go carry last, I know go agree, you know, has helped you. And I want to just tell every Nigerian that, you know, we need to celebrate ourselves. We need to be proud of who we are, what we are, and the quality that we have as a people. And nobody will celebrate us for ourselves. Kamoru, you are coming at a time that, yes, things are tough. There's agitation, there's some measure of frustration, but you're coming at a time when I don't know that we're better as Nigeria, as a country. We would not have had a Kamoru if it wasn't Nigeria. We would not have had Kamoru if we're all breaking down in bits and pieces and going our separate ways. So how as you move around Lagos, Auchi, you preach the message of unity, brotherliness, peace, togetherness. So we celebrate you as one of our #1 diaspora ambassadors. And we hope that after this homecoming, we'll have even a stronger relationship with you and your team. And I love your team. I can see the togetherness, I can see why you're succeeding. You've got a great team. Most of all, you have a beautiful lawyer. And your brother, amazing. Fela is a great working with you, talking with you. Uncle, thank you so much. And your team from ESPN, that really do welcome you. It's a pity you're not staying too long in Abuja, but I hope that you are our diaspora ambassador. We want to work further with you, but not Nigerians. That when you even need to go abroad, go legally, migrate properly, but you can be the best in anything you do, whether at home or abroad. It's about who you are, what you want to do, and being focused and being determined. So our nightmare, our champion, welcome home. And we follow what you're doing, and we'll ensure that we continue to publicize that, and like I said, let the Nigerian youth know that you have people like Kamoru that are mentors that you can look up to, and you can all succeed. So welcome home, champion. Thank you very much. So I hand over the microphone to you now.
Thank you. I didn't realize I was going to be some of the most powerful women today. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the words. This is something that I truly, I'm definitely deeply humbled by everything that you said. One of the things that's really in my heart is, yes, just like you said, this is a time of really unrest. There's a lot of tension, there's a lot of things that's been going on. And me watching was very hard for me to watch. And one of the main things that I wanted to get through coming back to Nigeria, because when we put it out, yes, we're coming home. You know, of course, I wanted to come last year, the year before, and the year before, but of course, things, you know, schedules are tight and things that we have to do prevents that. but I said, no, this time we have to come home. I got a lot of feedback. You know, people saying, no, don't come here, no, don't come here, there's not this, there's not that. And it made me very, very sad on the inside, because having to witness that somewhere that I truly identify as was very hard for me. And one of the main things that I wanted to get to is I'm not just coming home just to come home. We're coming home for a purpose. And that purpose now is very easy for everybody to say, as long as you believe you can achieve. That's very easy, especially to the youth. Very easy for us to say, as long as you believe you can achieve, when they feel like that's not the case. And what they feel is, it's not easy to achieve just because you believe when there's no opportunity. And so that's what we want to do when we're coming back, is we want to lay that foundation to where we can create those opportunities that when they do believe, they put their mind to it, they can achieve it because that opportunity is there. So with that said, I'm truly humbled, and I know the position that I am in, and I do not take that for granted. Thank you.
When people say to you, don't come home, don't come home, when you did come home, it's not as bad as...
No. I came home. I definitely did when people said that. I said, no, I have to go see for myself. Because we all know from experience, even when you're a child and your mother tells you don't touch that because it's hard, you have to experience it. So coming home, it's not that case. Yes, of course, there's certain places where things are not as good as they should be. That's all over the world. That's everywhere. But we have to make sure that here, this is our home. We have to make sure that things continue to make an upwards trajectory and get better for everybody.
But I also want you to stress for others. A lady was going to come for her birthday, and Nigeria said, don't come home, an American, and she came and celebrated. I also want you to let others abroad know that. I mean, he's not. Just your own experience.
I'm here with my family. I'm here visiting you guys. So if that was the case, then I wouldn't be here. I'm here, having a good time, here with my team, and we are seeing the country and we're enjoying ourselves here so far. So, we're gonna continue to enjoy ourselves, and even when we go back home, we're gonna make sure that we come back.
Okay, let's go to the next phase. The chairman, Nigerian Diaspora Commission, in our African way, we have guests, very rare guests, so we have some presentations to make to our guests. So, those in charge, can you go for it? Maybe we start with this. Yep.
We have our newsletters, which we put together to celebrate Nigerians abroad. And we're coming up with 660 items. Of course, you're a major player. Is that the one that were Nigerians were fantastic? Is that one of 600 successful Nigerians we have? No, please.
That is the diaspora newsletter. Kamoru Usman is a Nigerian-American professional mixed martial artist, former freestyle wrestler, and graduated folk style wrestler. So he's an embodiment of a lot of feats and talent. So we are proud of him, our global champion. It's heavy. Wonderful. Okay. Open it.
You have to relax when you get home and sit down. So you relax with your move. And also something very African, another face of yours. This one for strictly for your bed.
I think there's a magic cup in that box. It's a magic cups in that box. Yes. Right.
So that cup will actually show your face. I'll tell you what time it is.
That cup is the magic cup. What you do, you put hot water in it, and you see the inscriptions there. Beautiful.
Then we also have something personalized for every member of the family.
Right.
Bring one. I want questions, but it has to go short.
Any questions?
Just one or two questions. Huh? Right.
No political.
You can see them.
Okay. TUC.
Okay, they said they'll take 2 questions.
2 questions only.
Hopefully, it'll be 2 women.
Okay, it's a great delight to see you face to face. I've watched your matches several times, so I'm happy to see you face to face. That's just by the way. My question, actually, you said you're back to give back, and that is what a lot of people have actually been hoping that members in diaspora that has done well would be able to do. And we want you to specify in what area are you particularly looking to give back first. And then, since it's just 2 questions from 2 people, let me take one more question. And then, how did you get to this point? How easy or how hard was it for you when you got to America? Was the fact that you're a Nigerian, did it make it harder? Or just tell us a little bit of your background story. Thank you.
Okay, I got you. This works, right? Okay.
Just cover the.
Yes. That's a great question. Thank you for asking that question. I'm going to answer the second part first because it ties into the first part. When you ask how, was it easy or was it hard to get to this point? Nothing in life is easy, I know that. It's still not easy now when I have to wake up 6 a.m. to go train, go run. I don't want to, so that's still not easy. But I understand what I have to do in order to get to a certain spot. And so, definitely what I said earlier, I put my mind to what I want to do, and I go out, as I put that plan in place, it ends me in the position that I want to be, and that's here now, being the world champion. So was it easy? No, it was never easy. Absolutely not. But I was given that opportunity. I was in a place to where I had that foundation. And tying into the question of how we're trying to give back, that's why we're here, is making those relationships that are going to aid us in being able to put a plan in place for how we can give back. I'm in a particular space, and in my spaces, I have to use what I've been given. I have to use the platform that I've been given, the ability that God has given me. And that's, I know my sport, and I know my lane. If I was into politics, I was great at that, then of course going into presidency and that will be where my space is. But this is my space as a sportsman. And as a sportsman, being able to create a foundation that youths all across this country can say, okay, while I'm in school, I can do this on the side to keep me away from everything, distractions. And if I continue to face that, look at the heights that it could get me to. And that's being the world champion, to be able to affect change all across the world with your family, with your country. And so that's what I plan to do, is being able to do that.
Thank you very much. All the questions have been answered. A round of applause for our Kamoru Usman. She has answered our question. Yes.
Well, you can answer the part of how the courage you talked about it wasn't an easy journey to get to this place. So what do you tell the Nigerian youth what they should do in Nigeria? Something like that.
Well, I'm in a particular space, that's what I said, is I'm a sportsman, I'm the UFC welterweight champion. All I can do is encourage and inspire and motivate with the space that I'm in. So if they want to follow that and they want to be the UFC world champion or boxing world champion or cricket or football or get to a space to where you can elevate not just yourself, your family, your country, in any way that you can, that's the space, that's where I am. You know, I want to be able to let them know that, hey, we have programs in place that if you want to follow this path, you can. Because like I said earlier, it's easy to say if you put your mind you can achieve, but you put your mind, yes, I'm thinking every day I wake up, I want to be UFC champion, but there's no place for me to go to train, there's no place for me to go to learn how to do that, then how can I achieve that? So that's what we want to do, is create those.
Thank you. A round of applause. Thank you very much. Next will be...
Yes, I mean, obviously, how we create those opportunities, you know, if we have a space here to where we can, you know, start to develop the plans and the foundation to build academies. We have this support from the peoples, the powers that may be, to be able to create those academies to where the youths can go. Not just the youths, but everybody. Because like you said, you want to learn kickboxing too, of course. So, you know, being able to create those, we know that it's not an easy process, but powers that may be, we can have those resources to be able to create those and get the youth engaged. We can start to affect change, because this is not like my mom used to say to me when I was young, Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. We can't just click our fingers and everything changes in a day. But we can start to affect the change now, so our children know that they'll be okay.
Thank you very much. Time is fast spent. We now invite...
Thank you very much. That's why Diaspora Commission is here. We will work with you and your team and see how we can build that bridge. So whatever it is you want, how you want to create the academy, who to talk to, how to go about it, we believe that we can achieve that. Thank you very much.
No call. Okay, I now call the Secretary to the Commission, General Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi, to give a vote of thanks.